Hello and welcome to nfoGuides, where I show you what little I know. Okay, everybody. Yeah, I'm that professional. This little episode here I'm doing is I just picked up a second graphics card for my rig. It is a Nvidia GTX 1060. It's not a super or anything like that. I picked it up for $260 off of Facebook Marketplace. I hope that's a decent price for the way video cards are priced right now. I think it was okay. I think I did okay as far as that pricing goes. Leave me feedback and comment below. If you think I got ripped off on that price, I would like to know. I'm still very new at this. So what I want to just kind of go through is I'm actually going to go through taking a look at this rig, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. That's my rig right there, and I'm going to go through the process of showing you me kind of adding this card to it. The camera is in a fixed position, so hopefully I can maneuver it so you guys can kind of see what's going on. I do have an external mic now, so hopefully my audio is a little bit better, but when I go to put the card in, I'm a little bit further away from the mic, so hopefully that all works out. And let's see here. So yeah, I got a couple of things to go through. One of them is I also got some these little red clips here, and they're little clips to hold in the little riser cards on this. So I'm going to try to put those in place when I have this off on all three of my cards. I don't have them yet, just got this in today. And then I'll also be installing this video card here, which has a beautiful purple paint job. I did not do that. The guy who I got it from, he did that wonderful paint job. So yeah, I did bench this at work for a few hours. Everything seemed good. And that's what you're seeing here on my main screen here is when I had turned off that test box or test worker where I had this car running for a few hours today. But I'm going to be adding it to my Scavenger rig here. I believe I've got the power supply and everything I need to do that without too much of a problem. So let's get started. I'm going to switch to the other camera. Hopefully the mic will still pick up when I'm going through it. And let's get this going and walk through the process of adding some of these clips, adding the video card, the riser, then booting this thing back up and hoping everything works as expected. So here we go. Let's get this rolling. So here we are over here. The Nvidia card that I picked up. Kind of hard to show it here. I'm across the room and everything, but I did go through, after I picked this card up, I did go through and remove the shroud, remove the video card heat, and redid the thermal paste on the chip. I figured it was just a good thing to do since I just got this. So that's the card there that I'm going to be putting in. Here are these little clips that we're going to go through. Get you a better view of these individual items. It's just this little red clip. Well, you can get them in multiple colors, and I'll show you where these attach, and I'll try to remember to put a link in the description below. If you want to buy some of these, they should be. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to power down this rig. Riser card right here. And let me power that down so we're not working on this thing and messing it up. I've got this card here, and I think what I'll do first is I'll put these little red clips on first. And it's hard to see, so let me try to maneuver this a little bit. I think you can kind of see. So these little red clips here, they're going to latch on around these little guys and clip onto these. So it actually goes the other way. So this little clip is going to wrap around the USB, and it's going to clip down below the little edge clip. I haven't used one before, so hopefully I don't look like a total noob and do something wrong and stupid and break it. Okay, got that side to clip in, and I broke that side. Okay, so see, I am a noob, and these things need a little bit more TLC than I gave it. I broke it. So, live and learn. We'll try this on the next one. Oh. Now this motherboard, unfortunately, I just noticed the capacitors are too close to even clip around there. So I don't even think I can put one on that side. I didn't know that. When I ordered these, I look for. I got one clip on there. I'm going to just use it as is. Hopefully that's the riser I got. The power cable here, I've heard people say don't use these. These are bad. Unfortunately, I haven't ordered better ones, so I got to do what I got to do until then. I'll be putting this in this third slot over here. Now this end, you need to make sure you get this in the slot the right way. If you look at my previous video, I'll show you how to do it wrong and get confused. And so you want to make sure you put that in the correct way, which the layout of this motherboard would be like this, with the the shortest end sticking out of the side right here. Goes under there. In this view, it looks like the far leg on this old board doesn't really have a ridge to clip on. So that first one is good enough. It'll help hold that in. Okay, please don't pull out. It's just a smart thing that I've watched and saw people do on videos. So hey, since I don't know, I do what they do. I just don't do it quite as well. Take the video card here. I'll pop it in. I push that plastic clip back there. Slide it in, and then it will slide forward on this brand. I'm sure all of them are different. Didn't really have anything better. I do have this double Molex to this pin. I'll be plugging into the back of the car. And I have another one that I'll probably replace the SATA cable with, so I can use that. And that's because my power supply, I've got a couple of these Molex connector cables, and I'm going to use those. Recap on this strange setup. These two Molex connectors are powering this pin. That 8 will go into the back of the video card. This Molex connector is powering this pin, which I will only use as a 6-pin. So I got to pop this extra off. 6-pin will go into the blue riser card. SATA connector. So let's do that right now. So the 6-pin, use right here. Now the double, this crazy looking. I can only imagine what you professionals out there are thinking right now. Like, holy hell, what the hell is he doing? I'm thinking this. I should mention that in my testing of this 1060, the wattage that I was drawing off this at my workplace was reporting about 80 watts. And if you're from my other video, these two cards, power supply and motherboard setup I had running, was 277 watts. So that with another 80, even round up to 100, I shouldn't be pushing more than this power supply can handle. I believe this is a 550. So this is just a 550 watt power supply. So I should be safe as far as the amount of power is going to be. Let me see this back here. we'll kick this on. Hope I got it right. I'm just going, I don't have cable into the face since I've got a really messed up. You turn on my monitor over here that I use for just making sure it boots up. I don't trust myself yet to just run it with no monitor and it will turn on. Too new. So far, all my fans and lights look correct. Just wait for it and see what happens here. Okay. I don't think this display is within the camera shot here, but I see my display coming up just here. My cards are now spin into life. So now let me go look at Hive OS and see what we got going here. Okay, so that's spinning up. Let's take a look at Hive OS. Let's go back to our farms here. And it says we got something it doesn't like. Okay, so right here, this 1060, it's got the wrong overclock setting. So I'm going to turn all that off for right now because that card I know causes a quick reboot if it's running wrong. And this 2060 here, we've got some good settings going here. I don't know why we see GPU 0 and GPU 0. If anyone could kind of give me an idea why both of them are reporting as GPU 0. The Radeon, its mega hash should be a lot higher than that. It was running at 50. Let me refresh this here. Okay, so you can see here my Radeon's back up at the 50 mega hash. The 2060 is running at my 31, and this one here, the 1060, is running at 20 mega hash, which that's what I was getting at work. I tried to overclock this at work, and it was giving me quite a few problems. Any kind of overclock settings I threw at it, it just didn't like it. And it would run for maybe 15-20 minutes and reboot. And so the only way I've been able to get it to run stable is by turning that off completely. Or as far as the overclocking goes, I know I'm burning more wattage. I gotta look into this because the fan right now is running really high. And I'm not sure why that fan is running so high. Because at my test bench, that was only running at 80 watts. And the fan speed definitely was not running at 94%. Let me take a look here. See, the minimum fan speed, I'm set at 45. Based on the temperatures, I don't know why it's ramping that thing up so high. So let me just go in here and force the fan speed on this 1060 back down to like a something a little bit more reasonable. At work, 60%, it was keeping the chip just fine. So that could be a mistake. Let's figure that out. There, the rig has quieted down. I'll keep an eye on my temperature here, but definitely want that to not work so hard. It shouldn't have to. And I'm not quite sure why I'm using so much wattage. So if I come over to the test rig or test worker I had, you can see, oh, I did have one thing set. The PL was at power limit. That's what I didn't do. Okay, let me go set the power limiter back on that card. because I don't think it really affected my mega hash at all, and it got this thing to calm itself down a bit. So let me do that. Clear the fan speed. Hit apply. Let's see what this does. I'm basically just hoping that the fan speed drops back down to a normal speed, because there is no reason it should be running at, I believe that's fan speed here, 79%. And yeah, so I think that's everything. Again, you got to watch me fumble through this, and you know, looking for any feedback, comments, suggestions. Do me a great favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, leave me some feedback so I can get better at making profit and not just burning up electricity. So I appreciate everything. I appreciate any audience I can get. Hopefully we'll keep seeing you in the future.